No, no, you said twins talk.
Wednesday night, no stream. No. We did it tonight, man. Young Miami. Let's get it, man. This is Wednesday night. It's time to get up. Wherever you at, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. One more again on a Wednesday. It just said my storage full on my phone. Okay. All right. I delete some stuff.
Great.
A lot to talk about to this Wednesday, man. This been a crazy week. And I think the theme of tonight's show might be: have women lost their mind? That's a real question. But before we get to all that, man, all stars with us, man. You know what I'm saying? My cutting and yo cutting Torian down there. What up?
What's up? Happy Wednesday. I'm like, damn, what day is it? Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody doing good. I'm doing great. You know what it is. I'm already ready. Get to this ish.
You did. And we appreciate you for not cursing to start the show. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see if we can keep that same energy. Shout out to Naomi over there. She getting it ready.
Look, y'all already know what time it is. It's Wednesday night. Happy No Strings Day. If you're gonna roll up and smoke a little something with me, please roll up. Get your drink, and let's get into it.
Oh yeah, I am drinking some brown though tonight though. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole backstory. AKA Cozy Mo, aka Moneybag Mo. What it do?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back on a Wednesday night. Thank you so much for those of y'all tuning in already. You know what I'm saying? And for those that will be tuning in, we appreciate y'all every time. I'm definitely ready for these topics tonight, so let's get to it.
Lego. Okay, I gotta go here. I'm not even gonna play around tonight. If y'all think I came here to play around, damn it, I didn't. Anyway, here we go.
What are you doing? Instagram?
No, I'm not. I'm doing it right now. I already did Twitter. I got it.
Yeah, old boy he was in court acting the damn fool. Okay, let's go here. I'll play this. So let me set this up. I was trying to find the TikTok, but I can only find it on IG right now. And shout out to everybody, man, that's listening. If you're listening to us in the podcast section of iTunes, wherever you find your podcast, we do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that, man. Y'all know the vibe on the show. We talk about relationships and the culture, and we appreciate everybody, man, for sharing the show, liking the show. We do appreciate y'all, as Mo said. Let me set this first clip up. This is a young lady describing what she believes is someone being transphobic. Okay. I can't even say anything else. I think women are losing their mind. But I'll let her talk about it and we'll react. That's Tory Lanez. That ain't what I'm looking for. Here we go.
Transphobia in my comment section needs to stop. Yesterday, I posted a TikTok responding to this question. What are the red flags you look for in men? And one of them was if you wouldn't date a trans woman. Red flag. And my comment section. You get the idea. I can't put them all because there's too many. Let me break this down. Trans women are women. So if you're heterosexual and you're a man and you said you wouldn't date a trans woman because it's a preference, that's just transphobia, period. The majority of the time, our preferences are rooted in something problematic. It could be trauma, racism, transphobia, the list goes on. If you want to find out what your problematic preferences are, click the link in my bio and watch this video. I am now going to take you all through an example. This person asked why it's transphobic to not want to date a trans woman. Already starting off on the wrong foot by referring to cis women as regular women, then says something about trans women not being able to carry children. If that's your sole reason for dating someone, keep that same energy for all the women who are infertile. The transphobia in my comment section needs to stop. Yesterday I posted
Okay, she needs to stop. Okay, here we go. She said if that's your preference, right, then that's transphobic. Talk to me. And listen, I'm the old head in the room. I'm the old Negro in the room. Maybe I'm out of touch. So am I tripping? Am I tripping that if I got a preference, I say, I'd rather not date a trans woman? Does that now make me transphobic?
I don't think so. And I mean, if it does and that's how you feel, then shit, fuck it. Be transphobic. Like, and just stand on it is what it is. Cause I don't know, and maybe I'm transphobic, but I just feel like myself being a cisgender woman is what they'll call it. A cisgender woman. Like, I was born a woman and been this way. I think it's just like different from a trans woman, truly. I think it's two different things. And like for somebody who like cares so much about labels, I don't know what's wrong with the label of trans woman. If you weren't, if I'm a woman and was born this way, why it can't be that way?
Yeah, that was the part that got me when she was like, and if you don't do this, then that makes you transphobic. Whoa. Oh, like maybe it's a dude out there that don't want to, maybe like, yo, I don't date, girls over 5'8". You know what I mean? That just, I don't know. I thought it was a bit much. What say you, Torian? Am I bugging? I could be. Listen, if I'm wrong, that's fine. I ain't tripping.
Right, y'all wrong, and I'm finna get off.
Talk to
Just kidding. No, you ain't transphobic. I mean, if it's only if you like, start going a little deeper, start, talking outside your neck.
Right.
Like, okay, um, it's a bigger problem. But if that's your like, if you just saying like no, then no. Like, I'm not transphobic, but like I would not date a trans person either. So, I mean, hate if you want me, but I mean, hate it if you want to, but shoot, that's not
me.
what I'm gonna do.
Because
Uh,
I thought it was super appropriate for her to say, for her, that's a red flag. And listen, we've had many shows where we talked about red flags. And if that's a red flag for her, right, for how she gets down, she said if it's a red flag for her, if she meets somebody and they tell them that they wouldn't date a trans woman, that's a red flag for her. I support that as her red flag. That's how she gets down in her life. But you can't then come back on the other side and say, yo, hey, that if you won't do that, you transphobic. Talk to me, shouty mom.
I think that's where I have the
Jasmine.
issue. Is like when people say that because you don't like something or you're not part of this group, like you're on the complete extreme opposite side. Like
Right.
that's not what it has to be. It's just like when people were going off about how women who are like fitness influencers that used to be fat and would like lose weight to get skinny, that they were calling them fat phobic. And it's like, how is it that that's fat phobia? Because they're simply living a healthier lifestyle and sharing it. Like they never had anything against being like, they just are working on themselves. So that's what I'm saying. Like I've noticed that people definitely take things to the extreme. I feel like it's an internet mentality because often you see people be online where they just like, oh, well, since you said you don't like oranges, you don't like oranges, then you must absolutely hate every type of orange that's out there, and then like what I'm saying, or you say that I just prefer apples, and they'll be like, oh, so you hate oranges, that's what it is. Like, damn, like it's not even that deep. Like it doesn't even go that deep. I think that when it comes to people having preferences, I think that a lot of people are trying to, I guess, like justify why people have different boundaries. Like they're trying to put labels on it. Like you said, they have their own boundaries. Like if that's a red flag for you, then that's absolutely okay. But that doesn't mean that it's to that level just because, like I just don't believe that. I personally don't like, I just don't like that conversation. I probably wouldn't even think twice if someone's like, oh, I just don't want to. Because I mean, like, damn, that's like a thing as a woman. And I remember that time when it was like a big thing on Twitter at one point, and I remember seeing somebody that was like a part of the trans community, and they were talking about the topic about trans women being women, and then they went on to say that actual women are like trans people are the blueprint for women. I remember seeing that shit. And I was like, all right, this is where I have an issue because let's be real, like be for real. You're talking about that actual women are looking to the trans community and to look for like how to be feminine. I remember seeing a crazy take like that. And I was like, these people are literally delusional. Like, I'm sorry, but that's delusion to me. Like, we are women, like we literally set the entire tone for what a woman is. Like whether people want to say that gender roles don't matter or not, like whenever you say a woman, you still have that idea of woman. Like this is based off of the blueprint of the woman. So it's like that's where the conversation starts to get a little bit crazy. I think people should respect the fact. I think it comes from like an offended take. I feel like those are the ones that are offended when people say like, oh, I don't date trans people. Like instead of being like, okay, like cool, that's your preference, or like, oh, like, well, damn, like why? Like they're women too. Like you're arguing your point instead of just allowing people to have their own preferences and boundaries.
Right.
There's because like, when it comes to theirs, they want theirs respected. You know what I'm saying? But like that's where I get so confused. It's like it's such a one-sided argument, and I just can't like.
We got Lionel in the wing. I want to bring Lionel in real quick,
Yeah,
but as we bring Lionel in, I do want to reset for the people that just joined. We talking about this video right here. That's Tory Lanez again, not him. We're talking about this video.
We're gonna get to him. All right, just
Transphobia in my comment section needs to stop. Yesterday, I posted a TikTok responding to this question: what are the red flags you look for in men? And one of them was if he wouldn't date a trans woman. Red flag. And my comment section. You get the idea. I can't put them all because there's too many. Let me break this down. Trans women are women. So if you're heterosexual and you're a man and you said you wouldn't date a trans woman because it's a preference, that's just transphobia, period. The majority of the time, our preferences are rooted in something problematic. It could be trauma, racism, transphobia, the list goes on. If you want to find out what your problematic preferences are, click the link in my bio and watch this video. I am now going to take you all through an example. This person asked why it's transphobic to not want to date a trans.
Okay, let's just stop it there. First of all, I need to go watch that video she got where she's telling you why your preferences are problematic. That's hilarious, by the way. That's funny as hell.
That's a whole other topic in itself.
Yeah, she funny as hell. What up, Lionel? Talk to me, my guy. You on mute. Hold on, Lionel. You on mute. There you go.
What's good, family? And happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. You know, I hope you guys are feeling prolific and popping. Aside from that, to address this topic of preference, right? This is delusion. And I'm in the business these days, especially of letting the dodo birds stay in dodo land by themselves. Like, that's okay. Y'all can be dodo birds over, like, because bitch, y'all are crazy. I'm not gonna even give one brain cell to like a bitch like that. Like, y'all just, I want all the dodos that feel the same way to line up. I want y'all to exist comfortably in dodo land together. Like, y'all deserve it. And so that's what I think. Versus trying to convince them or ever have a conversation, I just feel like, oh okay, right this way. And I should don't know, but they both. But yeah, that's my take in a nutshell.
I love you, Lionel.
Can I make also a little comment? Like I was saying, that's a whole other issue in itself. Is like with her being like, you know, usually preferences are deep rooted in, you know, like, okay, I've been seeing a lot of people like trying to put a lot of labels and things on certain things, and I understand that sometimes it is that, but like I really need people to understand the things that they say. Like the amount of people that see words on the internet and just be using them in real life, like don't even understand the weight and what they actually mean, like don't even know. Like if y'all ever see the word aesthetic being used in like Gen Z vocabulary, it's used improperly almost every single time. Like I understand, but it's like aesthetically pleasing, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that, like cling on to these ideas and these words so strong. And I understand, like I said, it applies in a lot of situations, but not every single thing. Like you shouldn't be sitting here telling somebody that, oh, you have deep-rooted problems because you don't want to take my standpoint and my viewpoint. Like, that's where I'm saying, like, that's literally being delusional. Like, you're crazy to even think that. Like, you know, you're calling somebody out like that, and it's like, relax. Like, you got to take them back a little bit.
And I do want to be clear for the record. I'm definitely not saying that she's speaking for any community as a whole. That's just like that's why I said, like, these are her preferences. She said for her, it's a red flag if she meets a guy and he would not date a trans woman. That listen, if that's her red flag, more power to her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that she represents anything, right? That she represents cis women, trans women. I'm not putting nobody in no boxes. I'm just saying with this particular take, I thought it was interesting because everything that Mo just laid out, like, and then she got another whole other video where she talks about how your preferences are deep rooted in like that's wild. She's an interesting person.
She's given like that type of like extra feminist, like just like, girl, you don't gotta be
I would
this.
like to get her on the show. I'm gonna try to get her information. I would like to have her on the show. I think that she would be a good conversation piece.
Wait, it says
A
compared
good
it to
conversation.
dating
That sounds like an
infertile
exhausting.
women.
What'd you
No,
say?
I'm like, please, no.
On there it says compares it to dating infertile women. Like,
Yeah.
And as if you just come upon infertile women, like,
Here we go. I'll play her comparison. This is her comparison right here. Here we go.
Trans women. Already starting off on the wrong foot by referring to cis women as regular women, then says something about trans women not being able to carry children. If that's your sole reason for dating someone, keep that same energy for all the women who are infertile. The transphobia in my comment section needs.
There you go. So that was her reason. She said because if your reasoning is that
like
really hear
people will definitely not date somebody who can't have kids if they want to have kids. Like that's definitely the reality of some shit.
And
That's
I don't
right.
like women I don't like women catching strays at the hands of like trans people trying to come through and do whatever the fuck they like. This has me fucked up in that sense. Like y'all need to leave women the fuck alone. Like don't do that. Don't make me take my glasses off because y'all got shit fucked up out here for
to
real.
be fair, Lionel, I mean, I don't. That's why I said I don't believe that she's a trans woman, and I don't think that she's.
Yeah, but it is a narrative. It should never be like confused. It should never be a conversation of like women and trans. Like please just live like women are catching strays at this point. They have nothing to do with the trans agenda, and the trans are just trying to compare themselves and lift themselves up to and put a light on themselves in the name of a woman. Like leave that shit alone. Speak for yourself. And speak to what the fuck you are and who the fuck you are, and leave like women alone. Actual women, yes, actual women.
I think where you're going, Lionel, I would want to have that conversation, but I would really want somebody from the trans community on so we can have that conversation.
Right.
I want to have their viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a one side.
And that's true. It's not one sided. They're all on TikTok. And this is my platform, and in my little square, bitches, I'm making it clear that y'all better tread lightly because y'all got women fucked up, and I'm never gonna just sit by and watch this shit as if I'm not okay. So I'll make that clear.
All right,
Loud and proud over here.
I will say that I think that for me that comparison is like a legit comparison, but I feel like she just using that in like the wrong context. Like she shouldn't be adding that to like this whole scenario because that has nothing to do with any fact that she was just saying like you're transphobic if that because you would do that. Like no, don't do that. Don't compare that. Like that is something I do feel like. But I mean, it depends on what we talking about trans. Really, if we talking about you went full trans, like you have the procedure, everything, then I would feel like like why wouldn't you date that woman if you want to date a woman? And if you was, I would need to hear your reason about like why you wouldn't date that trans woman. Because somebody could argue, like she did, that like if they would try to say like, oh, it's because I want to have kids, or I might want to have kids. But like, what would you do if you were dating a woman who was infertile? It's a touchy thing, But
and I think it's so interesting that it's being made to be so touchy and made to be so confusing because it's not touchy or confusing at all. And I think it puts you in a box when you like just because that's I don't know. To like want a woman's a thing and like to like say like okay well let me just do this and then I'll be a woman now like want me but like okay I'm not blind to the fact that like that's fucked up to try to do to somebody's brain and try to that's gaslighting. That's a real psychological thing that's happening and it's interesting to like watch.
Yeah, because I got your point, like what you were saying, Torian, but I think that is from the view of the trans woman for sure that would be feeling like that, and then to where it's literally it's just two different things. I didn't have to go through gender affirming surgery and like go through all these life-changing things.
Let me ask you this, because like I guess I'm gonna kind of go to me. I gotta jump in the middle all the time and play both sides. So like Torian's point, a lot of people is okay. Let me go here. F it. I said I turned over a new leaf. I ain't sugarcoating ish. So here's the new leaf. Here we go. Let's talk it, right? So society, and correct me if I think I know where you're going, Torian, so I'm gonna ride with you on this a little bit. Pause. I know that's problematic already, right? But anyway.
Yes.
I'm like no pause needed.
No, like why are you pausing, Roy?
Right. But here's where I'm going though, right? So society does some weird things sometimes. So one of the things society does is they try to say that we recognize trans women as women. I'm not saying that y'all do it on the panel. I'm just saying society as a whole, right? There's a push that society has made of saying trans women are women. Okay. Well, if y'all have said trans women are women, what's the fucking problem then? Right? What's the problem then? If y'all have accepted trans women as women, then to Torian's, well, I'm not saying to Torian's point, but to the larger point,
and that's what I speak to now is I say I don't think anyone's spoken to the fact that like that's so absurd and it's like a stray to act like that's a stray to women. Like, and I'm not even a woman, but just like looking at like how could you just like do that? Like I felt the same way with Caitlyn Jenner. Like I thought it was absurd to be able to say like this is Woman Athlete of the Year. Like all of a sudden, like that's actually fucked up. Like that's really fucked up. And there's real women out here going hard and like who would deserve. Like hello, I don't know.
I don't want to get bogged down here because again, I do want to have this conversation on the show. Thank everybody for joining us tonight. I do want to have this conversation on the show, but I really want to have someone from the trans community on the show to have this conversation because I would I want to have that perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how, you know what I'm saying, how they see things through their lens. We all see things differently. So it's interesting.
I can maybe get that happen. I know a trans woman.
Let's get it. We're gonna get
it. Which I always stand for them being respected, never like disrespect.
Right.
But but at some point, like you can still be a little biased. Like that's reality for anybody.
Yeah, I think we can speak for everybody on the show when we say no one wants anybody to be disrespected. I think we all agree that old girl was out of line when she said that if you have a preference that you don't want a trans woman and that makes you transphobic. I think that's out of line, right? If you just have a well, that's just my opinion. I don't want to speak for nobody else, but I think that may be out of line. I don't know if that makes you transphobic necessarily, right? From my perspective, but I don't know. Again, I'm willing to listen to other arguments, but let me go here because we don't want to get bogged down too far. Staying with the theme that women have lost their mind this week. That's the theme tonight. Women have lost their damn mind. Let me go here. This is Shorty Mo put this in the group chat. Jesus Christ, Mo. Hold on, let me play this. This is a young one. This is a woman who says that she got trapped by a man who didn't pull out. Okay, so I'm not making that up. This is what she said. She said it's his fault. He trapped her because he didn't pull out. I'll let her out. Well, it's two women. There's one woman starting, and the other sister jumps in to finish it off. So here we go. Let me play this. Boom. Maybe. All right. Did they take it down? Maybe they took it down. Hold on. Let me see if I play it now. All right, my bad. Okay, shit.
Yeah.
Refresh the page, baby.
Refresh. Hold on.
No, definitely refresh. I was so ready to hear what was gonna happen.
I had everybody horny. My fault.
While being a single mom and
okay, there we go. We got her ready now. There we go. My fault, y'all. I apologize. We doing this on the sperm of the moment. Here we go.
But I still had the rest of my life determined for me because he chose not to pull out one day.
I've said it once and I'll say it again, but reproductive abuse is one of the most hidden yet most common forms of abuse to date. Most men, but specifically insecure men, realized a long time ago that if they ever felt intimidated by their wife's success, jealous of certain attention she might be getting, thought she might leave and didn't want her to, or just overall felt out of control in the relationship, that all they had to do was knock her up. They recognize that although babies are miracles, they are essentially distractions as well as energy vampires when it comes to living your life. And they have no issue weaponizing their reproductive systems as well as their incompetence when it comes to taking care of children against women. If you're in an unstable relationship with a guy and he continues to finish in you carelessly, he does not care about your dreams, goals, or future.
Talk that talk. There you go. Finishing in you.
Yeah, that got so serious. More serious.
She came through.
Because I'm about to say, I always feel like niggas be trapping girls. Okay, like niggas definitely be out here trapping women.
Who's trapping women?
For facts.
Now listen, I was also
Nigga.
kind of like, okay, like this is a interesting standpoint, but like then I went through the comments and I was looking at the amount of cosigns on this of just like, you know, women who were saying that like, you know, I was in school and, you know, I was doing this and third, whatever, and, you know, was with the person or whatever, but they started to notice that, you know, you're going to become more independent without me. Like all of a sudden I end up pregnant, you know what I'm saying? After being with them for however long, and other situations were also being put in the comments. So like people were telling, like I'm telling you, people be telling their truth on TikTok. They definitely are way too comfortable on there. But they be telling their truth in the comments. You know, people be putting in whole stories and like will literally tell you. But so the amount of cosigns, and I could see it too. I could see this perspective being true. Like she said, for the insecure men that feel like their woman being successful or, you know, whatever it is that they think that they're holding them back, you know, trying to keep them from doing, like, that's going to be the thing that lets them leave. But it's like, damn, a lot of them women were like, I'm trying to do best for us. Like, but you know what? I want to hear y'all's opinions on this though.
Yeah, she did say kids are energy vampires, which is hilarious.
No, and she said they like stop you from living your life, but kids literally can't stop you from living your life. And then when it comes to women, like we're gonna try to like do shit just for the kid, right? Like we'll do anything for our children. So like including staying with this nigga, like staying with the daddy. And no, niggas definitely be trapping. I be playing with my baby daddy. I tell him he tried to trap me. Nigga tried. I still got out of there though. Oh, but look, but I also want to say, like, I feel like men are always the ones that are in control of getting women pregnant. Ask a woman when she got pregnant. It was when that nigga definitely wanted to stay in. It was on some of that shit. Like, and I always say when men got baby fever, like a woman can have baby fever and she won't get pregnant. But if that man got some baby fever, it's over. Like you're getting pregnant. Okay, and that's why men, they friends groups be getting pregnant. And it's like, pregnant at the same time.
Okay, and what about it? That's the whole thing. It's like, and what about it? Like, what about it? What happens?
When it gets more serious, like she was talking about it, because I could see it definitely.
It's like really the reality, because that's the thing. Because what do? When you open your legs to that, like that's just that. Like I don't know what else to say. That's what do? Because like you cannot nut and like not just like you can turn your hip this way and like
no, you better.
It's like you literally open up to this. Period. That's like as far as I see it. And it's like it is to his discretion at that point.
You didn't get your plan B on? Nothing. You just
right. Yeah, I mean,
put that sit up in you. Okay, all right.
If you have a boyfriend, y'all living together, and y'all fucking like.
Well, then hold on.
You should not be on plan B like that.
Okay, cool. Well, then don't come to me talking about I trapped you. Then like stop that. Then
nigga, you knew you.
Okay, but let us also
not.
Let us also not forget that there are men out there that gonna try some slick shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we know it's some ancient people out there, and I'm not saying there ain't no ancient women out there. Like there's definitely parts on each side, but there are definitely. Yes, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely a thing on
but
both
they gotta
sides,
work harder. They gotta work harder to trap a nigga. A nigga literally just gotta
hold on. So y'all
just go to show like people are just having aimless sex because like I don't understand. It's not trapping. Like that's a possibility anytime you have sex with somebody, unless you're on like birth control and like taking those kind of measures. Otherwise, that's just like come on. And to say like it's like trapping that just goes into the previous story we touched on, where it's like, okay, if you don't like this, then you are this, and it's like saying, okay, if you do this, then you're trapping me. Well, okay, what about the fact that you decided to completely go there? You took it there. What about the role that you opened the legs completely? You got moist and wet enough to even allow this process to take place, and then here you are now feeling trapped because you had measures that you could have stopped this.
No, because I begged you to pull out.
Please.
Right, Lottie, you been problematic.
You didn't want to wear a condom. I told you wear a condom. You didn't want to wear a condom. and now you ain't want to pull out. Like, damn.
Actually,
So you didn't miss all the red flags and said, okay,
you blame the woman. Like,
y'all on the same page. That's all I'm saying. That's why it doesn't look like trap to me.
Fact, y'all are on the same page in this. It seems like everybody's down with it. Let me play it one more time for everybody, man.
You just like, oops.
People can definitely trap people with babies. They do it all the time. Like, okay, like now you'll have to stay. Because sometimes it might be easier, like, fuck, let me just stay with this motherfucker. Now you hear like, God damn. You
or
just
not
stuck.
even. You got the NBA players who
Then you need to not have sex with that person. Then if you don't like what, that's like trying to get like you're a mouse trying to get the cheese on the mouse trap, and then your head get trapped, and you're like, no, this bitch trapped me. You're like, no, it was yes, it was a trap, and you totally went for that cheese. Totally, you totally went for it.
That is not the same.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. They are making a decision to have sex, not to have a child.
And
like,
you made that rat made a decision to go for that cheese, and it was a trap. So you either say, forget this cheese, let me just go for stick to my rivers and my waterfalls that I'm used to.
And we talking about women who probably trusted these men to not do this. So that's why, so they probably did choose a right person, but that motherfucker lied to them.
Well, so then I guess the bottom line for me is just like, if you don't want to have like a baby with anyone, the possibility is there if you have sex. So only have sex with the people that you would potentially want to have a baby with.
Talk that line.
But that's literally where I'm at in life right now.
Cause look, if it's a dude that you know that like he ain't the one, he kind of, you just like having fun with him, and he nutted in you, you got to start making moves now. There are things that you can now put into place, right, to make sure
take measures. Yeah, take the measures.
I'm like, thank God that I was on birth control during those times, like, cause I can't even imagine, like, had I gotten pregnant by some of the dudes I had sex with, like, oh my God, that would have been some scary shit.
But what if he was like poking holes in the condom?
Okay, now that's a creep. Now you're dealing with a dusty creep nigga now, right? If he poking.
Okay, but I'm saying that's what I'm thinking of these situations. I'm not thinking of it being like, a mutual agreement type of thing, like where, I'm thinking it's going to be more of a situation where they're sneaking on some shit like that, where it's like, we normally use condoms anyway, you know what I'm saying? But this one time he done switched up and did something and I don't know, like, I definitely think there are some, I guess rare cases where it's like, it is a trapping situation, because that can, like you said, be the same on the woman's side as well. So,
at that point, you sleeping with the enemy at that point.
That's not rare at all. As you see on TikTok, a lot of women going through this. Where they feel like
facts. I'm like,
I don't know. But then where do you put the responsibility? That's not okay. I don't put the responsibility on that person. Like, especially like, I feel like the responsibility is on you deciding to say, I'm okay with having sex with this person. That's the thing, that's the real actual tea here. That's what you need to look at. You don't look at the fact that you're trying to control somebody else and how could you do this? Why would you do this? Though you'll be having that conversation all day and night, when the real point is the fact that you decided to like go there. You shouldn't have then. And like going forward, that's something you'll have to look at is saying, okay, am I going to do this again? Or do I really want this with this person? Because that's the actual thing, no matter what. Right. So, because that's actually a thing you can control. Is like, I mean, of course, there's obvious situations where wrong is wrong. But like in a situation where you can't prevent it, then like if you could say, damn, I probably wouldn't have done this with this person if I would consider having a child with this person. Nope, wouldn't happen. Then that's probably the way to come.
Literally.
But a lot of people aren't that in tune with.
But then that's why I'm here. That's why I have this platform. That's why I'm having this conversation. If it can fall on any fallen ears, if y'all got kids out there, make sure your daughter and your sons too understand that babies come from love making. If you're not willing to go there, don't go there.
And let me make sure I say this as well, because I know Mo brought up the circumstance of maybe a guy is poking holes in a condom. That's wild. I don't know. That's some wild shit. But how about the women though? Because listen, there are situations. Because I've talked to plenty of my homeboys where this has happened, where now you and this particular young lady, y'all are in a situation where y'all are now having, maybe y'all are exclusive. So y'all, let's take off these rubbers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't messing with nobody. You ain't messing with nobody. We grown, right? So let's take these rubbers off. And now you tell her, I'm about to, and then she grabs you and pulls you in. Now look, That's a real thing now. Now I'm telling you, because I'm telling you this because I'm about to, I'm about to pull out. Now you didn't wrap the legs into this WWE death grip, you dig? And now shit, I'm in there now, so it's going, it's coming out one way or the other. That's a whole thing. Let's not make it seem like that don't kind of cut both ways on that.
And you're in it.
The women's silent now. Okay,
there no, I said that. I literally just got done saying that. I said it's the same thing that you see with women, but I think that was just the point of the video was that, I don't think it's talked about. Like she was saying, like it's just not talked about that, there are those circumstances where men are trapping women in whatever situation it is that they're in. But no, like that definitely is a thing. That's kind of like what is like known. Like people always talk about something. Oh, she trapped him. She was trapping him. She wanted him to stick around. Like, okay, we definitely heard that narrative before. So I didn't even think we needed to address it. I thought that was pretty.
We got to address it because if we don't address it,
it's always been addressed. I'm with
why are we even wasting time?
Like NBA players getting trapped by these girls. Like that it was always.
Okay, we talk about it all the time.
But you don't hear about like the women who get trapped.
In this show, we give equal time for all points of view.
So y'all point of view been out there already. You just taking away.
No. How to address these?
Because you take away from the. See, I gotta go.
We have to address these women energy vampires out here. We got to address that.
This is the women's night.
But look, and then it's just gonna come back down to what Lionel says.
What's that?
If you don't want to have a baby with the woman, you shouldn't be having sex with her.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, right? I think everybody
love yourself, King.
Once you become,
and they don't. That's why they be hating their baby mamas. They be
but
so
once you become an adult, though, you have
feeling trapped.
No, feeling trapped because then you're stuck with this bitch you hate. You are trapped. You're stuck with this nigga you hate. Yeah. You're trapped. Sorry. Oh, that kid. Like the baby's the least of it. It grows up too. Like shit.
In the chat, they said, "Tell them about that WWE grip." They put you in some type of leg lock, and you can't get up out of there. You can't.
But then you just might be blessed. You should be thankful that there's a woman that has selected you to that point.
You know what I'm saying? Like Usher say, "I'm lost in the sauce." What's the song? That's what it's made for.
Right. Wow, that's a great reference point. Exactly. Yeah. That's literally what it's made for. Okay? Like, that's why I want y'all to understand. Don't try to play confused later and be like, wait, like this is crazy. No, that's what it's made for. Just like that. Yeah, that's what's
made. We gonna do something. We gonna do that. Sticking to what we say.
I saw something that I think was on another podcast.
So don't take that condom.
But I'm sorry. Go back to her. But no. This young lady was upset because she said that she broke up with a guy because she found out that he ejaculated on her floor, on her carpet.
What? Girl, get out my face.
Oh, I swear. So she was like,
what color was the carpet?
I don't know. But she said, like, this is a black woman. And she was like, they was having sex. And she was like, she didn't think about it until like he left that night. She was like, she called him and she was like, yo, did you come? And he was like, yeah. Cause she was like, yo, like it was nothing on me, nothing on like no sheets. He didn't like go nowhere. And so she was like, but where did you come? And he was like, oh, I just, just on the carpet. And she was like, for her, that was a deal breaker. She was like, I'm cool on him now. This nigga just
he was probably cool on her. He probably didn't nut, is what I got. He's like, out of the carpet.
That's possible.
Did she search for that shit?
But he told her that he pulled out and just like blasted on.
Your mic went out.
Hello?
Hold on. Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He was like, he just blasted on the floor. So, I don't know.
My gosh.
And that's a deal breaker. I'm like, I feel like not on regular colored carpet would be fine.
I don't know. She was like offended that like he wouldn't ejaculate on. She was like, just go ahead and do it on me. You know what I'm saying? I can just wipe it off. She was like, but I got a godson.
I gotta clean this up now.
Yeah, like, she was like, I got kids that be coming over here. You know what I'm saying? My nephews, and now they get, they might be walking on your dried up.
That's what happens when you're a slut. No, I'm playing.
Yeah. They walking on other type of dirt, girl.
No.
Like, girl, that is not
Like,
nothing.
okay.
No, I saw that. That was interesting.
Like
Guess
she be
who,
washing her
ladies?
sheets after
The
she.
word on the block right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this is correct. I'm trying to get confirmation, but the word on the block. Do y'all remember this young lady? They say that the female prison bae is out of jail. They say she just got out because this is from a couple days ago, so she should be out as of today.
Interesting.
And the brothers in the chat, the brothers in the comment section is choosing heavy. They trying to go volunteer to pick her up. They trying to figure out what a drop point is. It's a lot going on with her right now. But apparently she's getting out. She was doing 7 years.
Yeah, well, shout out to her for getting free shit.
Yeah, I think she ended up only doing 4. Let's just refer. We did a show on this too. Not a whole show. We did a segment on it. Let's just refresh.
Did she like stab some girl?
Yeah, let's refresh.
I'm like, because I definitely don't.
She needs to probably forget her. I'm like, at this point, right?
I think she stabbed some girl in the neck or something like that.
Let's refresh everybody.
Hopefully, she just doesn't go back.
Here goes
the
female
that's the thing.
I guess so.
Okay, my name is Nyla. I am in prison for 7 years. I've been here 2.5 years. I'm in here for first-degree aggravated assault because, well, the story is, me and some other people were beefing with another group of people, and we were at a graduation, and it was a little minor, small confrontation. A couple fists were thrown, but nothing too major. 2 days after that, me and a couple people were in a car at a gas station, and one of the girls and another girl walked up to the gas station, and we got out of the car. There was a fight that broke out between them, and someone got stabbed in the midst of it. It wasn't me or the person I was with. I was up and there's blood everywhere, so much blood. And yeah, that's just that.
There you go. That's just that. There you go. So, proceed with caution. Because she will stab. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting that out there. I don't know if she did it or if she didn't do it, but that's why she was doing 7. Her watch. So shout out to her though, but she free. She out of jail. My bad. Hold on. She out of jail. So if y'all want to choose up on her, I'm sure she's gonna get an Instagram popping. You dig? And shout out to the fellas that's trying to get it cracked. Hold on. What did Courtney in the chat? Shout out to Courtney. Courtney said, hell no, if hamstrings are that strong, missionaries shouldn't ever be an option. Hilarious. Listen, these women, they'll put a death grip on you, my guy. You get up in that thing correctly. Let me not be too vulgar, but mess around and can't get up out of there. And then listen, do you really want to get out anyway? And then if she pull you in, you're like, well, I'm here now. So there's that. Hey man, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. We do appreciate it. Rate, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it if you share the show. You understand what I'm saying? Because that helps everybody out. So we do appreciate that as well. Hit us up in the podcast section of iTunes. We over there. We ain't going nowhere tonight, but just make sure that y'all hit us up over there in those areas, man. We appreciate that traffic also. And every Wednesday night, we right here, man, 8:30 Central. Y'all can holler at us. Tuesday nights, we go live as well, 7:30 Central. You understand? More programming to come. You did. You can check out last night's show. We talked about the whole situation with Deion Sanders going from Jackson State to Colorado. So if you want to check that out, man, you can check that out in the archive section of our YouTube channel. You dig? So yeah, y'all can vibe with us over there, man. It was a spirited conversation last night. I'll say that. Spirited conversation. Can we talk some more foolishness from women, Mo? Hold on. We gonna get to that foolishness in a minute, Mo. But I saw this foolishness that was trending over the last couple of days, where women were kind of going in on men about dates. So let me put this up. This there you go. So it goes, him, can I take you out on a date? Me, sure. Him, okay. Pick somewhere for us to go. And then this is her with this space. Like the fuck? Is that so?
Like,
Is that
honestly not you trying to put me to work making plans? Like you asked me to go out. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like take the initiative, and I understand that. I feel that, especially as a woman who's a lot of the time indecisive about shit. You know what I'm saying? And men will make the argument that it's like, oh, well, whenever we pick something, y'all ain't gonna like it anyway. Listen, if I'm even giving you the liberty of picking, I'm gonna go with whatever we talking about. Like I'm open to suggestions. Like that's not even an excuse. So I ain't trying to hear that. But yes, don't invite me out and just expect me to make everything a plan unless we're like of course we getting to know each other. Maybe it's a couple dates in or something. You asking me whatever, but like I don't know. There's something about initiative. Like as somebody who kind of is always the person trying to put things together and coordinate, like it's tiring. Like damn, it would be nice for somebody to just like it is nice whenever my partner is able to just be like, here, this is what we're gonna do, where we're gonna go, whatever. But yeah, that's my take on it.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping because I'm like, to me, I'm like, is it? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Is that a deal breaker right at that point? If he tell you that, is that just like a total turn off now? Let's say this is
it's a bit of an ick. It is a little bit of an ick. It's kind of like
it depends. Like, did I really want to go with you? Like, cause bitch, I'm not gonna plan this shit. Like, I might not text back.
I don't know. I know if I'm coming like with a plan, or I'm inviting somewhere like something, whatever. Regardless of whether I feel like maybe that person may not want to do this, like, because that's always a possibility. That's something I always kind of suggest, like, to myself, like, okay, it's possible this person may not want to do what you want to do, but if I'm going to be the one suggesting, like, hey, let's go do this. I had this idea that we could we could talk about it at that point, but like to just be like, okay, pick some. You didn't even try. There's not even any effort. Like, what about you? You don't want to do anything that interests you. You don't want to go somewhere that you like. Like, what about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna be quiet.
No, you're correct. I feel
okay, period.
Yeah, like at least try. At least try. And then it's like, no. Maybe it would be different if it was somebody I really want to go out with, but then maybe that would make me feel away too. Like, damn.
But what if I just ask you? But what? Okay, because the thing is, and correct me if I could be off. You know what I'm saying? Every man is different. You know what I'm saying? So feel free to jump in, Lionel. But what if I just want to make sure that like it's someplace that you like? Because me, like with me and my wife now, even after all these years, I don't give it like me. I really don't give a shit where we go. Right? I could wherever we go. Trust me, I can get something off the menu. I have no problems. But she don't like this place. She don't like that place. So hey, where do you want to go? You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm with whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's, you know what I mean? Like,
but that's literally your wife. We're talking about a first date.
I know.
This is the first day. Like, the first, like, just say something, nigga. And if she doesn't want to do that, she could vocalize that and say, like, well, maybe like this and that and go from there. But give her something to work with. Don't like half-ass it. Like that is just coming half-ass. And that's why I probably like would not, if that was a texting conversation, I'm not replying. Like that would probably be it. Like, cause bitch, for one, you're making me think too much. Like,
no, for real, like it's already too much work.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on. Like, if it's okay, well, I will get back to you. Like,
wow.
But
that's
I
why I
don't
said
know.
in the beginning, I said not you putting me to work.
Let me think about it as like in a man that I would like. No, hopefully a man I like would just be initiative and be a man and take some action.
Here goes a tweet that supports y'all position, right? It says, there are a lot of men confused about this. This isn't asking a woman on a date. This is mentioning a date and then trying to get her to plan it when it was your idea. No options, no research, no planning on your part, just assigning responsibility to her. That's a burden. Is it a burden? Jesus Christ.
It is a burden. Like, bitch, now I got to figure out where we're going.
Now I'm under pressure. Like, damn, okay. So, well, what do you, then the next thing I'm asking, like, let's say we're going to eat. I'm be like, well, are you feel like anything? Like, you feel like anything in particular? Because now I'm trying to be considerate of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they're used to people not being considerate and like caring about what you want. But like, I know now that like in my relationship, my man doesn't. He always wants me to pick because he be telling me every time that we go is good as fuck. Like that's what he wants me to pick. Like you always pick good places. So yeah, like I definitely leave it up to you. But like Nay was saying, like if this is a first encounter, maybe first or second date, I'm gonna be like, damn, like okay, because we're at a stage of getting to know each other. I'm not getting to know you if all we're doing is shit that interests me. You know what I'm saying? And what I want and what I want to do. And I want to eat here and I want to go here. Like, what about you? What do you like? Like, we're getting to know each other, aren't we? This is a mutual thing. So like I want to see you tell me the things that you like. Let's go try a place that you love this dish at. Like,
but to your
I want to experience that too.
But to your point, this is the first date. So maybe on this first date, I'm like, let's do something you want to do. And maybe on the next one, I'll say, hey, let's go to Chicken Pickle. What's the shit called? Chicken and Pickle, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Let's go over there. You there? Like, because look, I don't know what you know, again, the way that, let me put this tweet back up. The way that she made it seem, she was like, hold on, what did she say? Let me get the ending of this. She said,
that's a burden.
Assigning responsibility to her, that's a burden. Is it a burden? Jesus Christ.
Well, I would say it is a burden. I would agree to that.
It's a burden?
Yeah.
Like to have to plan out. Okay, so now I'm looking for the rest.
So hold on. Whoa. So it's
you
not
know what I could have been doing? You know what I could have been doing instead of planning this date now? Nothing.
Well, the whole thing is it's okay because in some instances, like I have friends that will be like wanting to take someone on a date or like even like the long-term girls. But like just not even like that's just not everybody to like even be inquiring on their own to find the places that they would even love themselves, let alone take up somebody else so space they would love. So like that's not everybody's MO. So but I would say it is in like distaste when you really look at it to like ask the woman like, hey, what do you think in terms of like, I mean, forget the intention because it's not always about intention, but like talk to your friend, like call me. Like you got a meter call or you got somebody like that in your life, reach out to somebody like that, or just look online and find like, let's look on TikTok nowadays or look online and look up really cool date places or shit like that. And like, just get creative in that way versus going to her. Cause that is a burden. And like, we don't want to lose the art of the things. And I'm gonna always fight for that, which in this part of the conversation, we're talking about the art of a date. And like the woman absolutely deserves the experience of being swept off her feet and kind of being like, oh, and like she deserves that because that's energy that's gonna come back to you. And we're not gonna be, it's not lost on me that like we are responsible for that. So play your part.
The only thing I'm sweeping is the floor. Understand? I need to know where the fuck you want to go eat at, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I need to know, like, yo.
But on the first date, Roy, on the very first day, you can't just suggest something like, oh, well, maybe I was thinking this, but let me know what you had in mind. Like, but it just couldn't be like, it just can't be like you want to go out. Okay,
well, where you pick somewhere. Like what?
So I
got there's nothing to that. That's like scribbling over a printed out picture that your second grade teacher gave. You just scribble. You didn't even understand the lines.
So I got.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But if you're telling me to pick somewhere to go, then I'm just go ahead and pick somewhere for myself and go eat by myself or go grab that shit to go. Because
damn.
I mean, you're not, like I said, you're not putting any effort. I think in this situation, first of all, the verbiage that was used, talking about okay, pick somewhere. Like, I don't like that. Second of all, like I said,
that's a little hard.
It doesn't have to be. You don't have to plan an extravagant like you know what we've been saying. Like it can just be a suggestion. I think a suggestion is even just enough. Like, you know, well, I like this. I like to do this or something like. You know, so I was thinking that we could do this, and I wanted to see how you felt about that. Would you like to, or whatever? Because some people won't want to, especially if it's somebody new. Like maybe you want to do something active. Maybe they got some health problems and they can't go and do some shit like that. Like I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like this is real life. Like people are really going through real life. So like I understand, but like just to not even suggest, then I'm gonna think that every time that you know you want to go somewhere, there's nothing wrong with a man taking initiative. Like Like I said, I think the argument on the other side was that, oh, well, y'all women don't ever know what y'all want, and I was like, and it's
true.
like,
This is true.
well, maybe that's why we need y'all to decide for us and tell us where we're going.
Well, hold on, though. Like I don't
have the
know.
opposite issue.
I just met you at the well the other night. I don't know if you're allergic to shellfish or not. So I can't,
But I'll tell you that if you talk about something like, oh, well, I wanted to take us to dinner. Okay, well, I'm allergic to such and such and such. I can't have seafood.
Okay, so okay, gotcha.
Why
so
wouldn't I tell you that? I'm not trying to die.
So you know what my next thing is gonna be? Okay, well, where do you want to go? Because, like, listen, I want to eat seafood. You allergic to shellfish?
Well, then that's something to be aware. You can you can do surf and turf restaurant. There's like you can get like your shit, and then they can get chicken strips or steak.
No, for real, because I feel like
that's for a guy. Like I don't want the like art of a gentleman to be lost because that's so important, especially if it's like we're considering early dating stages. Because like that's something that I have to remember even in my situation. But my situation is like, hey, consider it like things that I would maybe like think of specifically, like because I'm so that way. Like, hey, here's what I thought of. Here's what we're doing at this time. Be ready at this time. Like, but then I have to consider, like, okay, what would you actually want to do? But then,
look, I'm used to doing this shit.
No, but in the other case, you definitely want to like come like that. Like, be ready at this time. Like, I've got this considered. It's like there's the option of 5 course. There's the option of like the kids meal, pizza if you want. There's the option of pasta, whatever.
Let me ask y'all this: what do y'all think the average cost is for a date now in 2022?
It depends on who you talking to.
I'm just talking about dinner and drinks. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like nothing else.
Dinner and drinks. Okay, that's probably gonna be like for 2 people
in Houston.
In Houston, what city are we talking about?
Yeah.
What city are we talking?
Stanley said 250.
Yeah, and he's in California, so that's a good point.
Oh yeah, see.
Right.
That's true.
I would say in Houston, you're looking at 175.
Yeah, I'm like, I think you should have a 200 on you just in case. Like, who knows? You might get to the restaurant or the bar or whatever, and it's parking. No parking. You gotta valet that bitch. That's an extra 20. Like you know. You never know in Houston.
As far as average.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, I'm not in, so I was thinking roughly about maybe 100 to 200, depending on the restaurant that y'all are going to, like, or y'all having, you said dinner and drinks. If we going to like, Cheddar's, I mean, it would be like $100. You know what I'm saying?
But not average, like, people are not trying to do Cheddar's on the first day.
Exactly.
You do the most on the first day, you're gonna go somewhere for real.
For real.
Nobody's going Cheddar's. That's more like a 4th, 5th, 6th day.
No, because I'm thinking like at least you need to be thinking like maybe 50 on dinner per person, right? And like you gotta factor in drinks. Drinks in Houston, like at a restaurant, gonna be maybe $15, $15, and that's on the average side. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think you would just need to. I think 200.
Naomi, no, that's not Naomi. You just described minimal 300. You just said 50 for food.
No, how many drinks did you add, Roy? You an alcoholic. That's what fucked you up.
He's like, I'm thinking about that one time we was out in the 8. He ran that bitch up.
He said the drink bill $200.
Really? Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. If we got some shots, we got shots, mixed drinks. Hold on.
Okay, and that's how you spend.
Okay, let me ask you
because I'm thinking at the restaurant 2 drinks probably.
Okay, let me ask you this, ladies. If you're on a first date, shit's going good, y'all eating, now y'all getting some drinks. If the guy says, let's do shots, are y'all doing shots? Or y'all like, let's not do shots?
I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot.
No, not one. I'm saying shots.
I'll take 2.
Damn, okay.
I'll take 2. And
it depends. Like, I mean, if I had if I just ate, some good food, a heavy ass meal, I might be able to take down about 5 or 6 shots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, like that's
down on the first date.
I mean, look,
I'm not talking about
I'm not talking about getting fucked up though. Like I'm still probably not gonna be fucked up at that point.
You know, 5 shots. The
No,
fuck?
I've taken that before. I've
be
left the
so
house
good.
before, like back to back. I'm telling you, I've done that shit. Like, listen, you talking to somebody who OG, like in the
I
game. You know, I'm
see.
OG at this point. Like, so yeah, I'll take back a few shots, like get a little buzz going. Especially if we're like sitting and talk. Listen, especially if we like sitting and chopping it up. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be taking them bitches back to back. Like, it's going to be a nice little conversation, probably like 15, 20 minutes in between shots. We still got to order another ones. Like, it's not going to be, I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because whenever you at that point, y'all already been vibing, y'all already been chilling, you know what I'm saying? So the conversation's going. So yeah, every 15, 20 minutes, we taking a little shot, whatever, 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm
like,
thinking
that's a
you
good
meant
pace.
all at one time.
No, I'm not talking about just throwing them back. Like,
okay. You
are we not in the no?
Line them up. This group.
So I got up to about $190. So I did $50 a meal. Obviously, that's $100, and I just rounded it off to $15 a drink. And let's just say we take 3 apiece, right? So that's 6 drinks. That's 190 plus tax. You know what I'm saying? I guess I think that's a pretty good date, right? $50 each a meal. Both drinks at $50.
And I was only calculating 2 drinks. So what's that at? 4 times.
I'm gonna need 3.
60. That's 160.
Yeah, it's about 160.
Yeah, and I said 20 just in case for parking if shit go, you know, and that's cool.
And then you gotta leave tip. You want to leave a tip?
$200.
So you need 2. So if you're on the first day, you're gonna need minimal 200. Minimal 200. Okay, I mean, you know.
Damn, that's crazy. I never thought about that before.
Yeah. And look, and then you know, as a man, now you got to go home with you know, you need to drop 200, and now you got to go home with, you know, hard penis. So you know, it's tough out here. You know, for a guy.
I'm thinking like, and you gotta have a gas. That's what I'm thinking about too.
And I picked you up. There you go. I then drove to your crib.
No,
look,
I'm not talking about that type of gas.
Nah, nigga. I live on the south side. Deep south side. I got to drive way to the north side to pick you up. We then went to a spot in
picking me up on the first day.
I'm dead.
I feel like I would just drive myself on the first day.
I'm just saying now.
Look,
I'm like, do people
I'm testing dudes on the first date. Look, Courtney said, I'm testing dudes on the first date. If you can't handle your liquor, Mo ain't answering any more texts.
Right.
I'm gonna be like, oh, you drunk already? All right.
Like that. Mo said,
call you a Uber. You're gonna leave the restaurant. You're gonna be like Annalise, like, bitch.
Mo a whole savage.
No, I would be so wired on that day if I was going shot for shot and we had 6 shots. Oh my, y'all better know.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all look, I'm not the type that could take shots back to back for real. Cause like, listen, I will throw up. But listen, I'm thinking of like actually vibing and chilling. So if we chilling and vibing, yeah, I could take some shots. Like, I don't know. For some reason, when I'm like in a very chill setting, I guess maybe it's for other people, maybe it's different, but like when I'm in a chill setting or vibing with someone, like I don't be feeling that until maybe afterward. I'll feel it afterward. Like, but if I'm in the zone and we're vibing, we're having a good time, like it's just kind of like energy. So I don't really I don't notice the drunkenness till I get up. Till I get up, then I'm like, oh.
That's too close for comfort on the first date.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, because I'm out of there. Like, I'm literally just talking shit. I'm definitely not going to remember most of the shit I said. Because I know I be talking that shit when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I be talking that shit. And especially to a nigga, I be talking that shit.
Yeah, because you know, the questions I'm asking is shit. Okay, so, you know, we ain't got to go to your crib. We can get a hotel real quick. You know what I'm saying? We can get it.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew? Shit. If you talking, you shit. Michelle said, "Oh, he looking good and he talking right."
I don't know if I would trust niggas who would just be in hotels like that. But like, you be doing this all the time.
Nah, it's just the vibe was just so good. You did? Listen,
vibe was just so good.
Listen, I ain't gonna go to no. Listen,
how'd you learn that?
I ain't gonna go to no cheap hotel. We gonna go. Listen, now I'm $500 in. I done spent $200 on the damn dinner and drinks, and now we get in this hotel.
But why are we getting a hotel? Is the question.
Well, shit, you know, it depends on how the night going.
That's why. No, but I'm like,
It depends on how that night going. If everything is vibing good, you know, the drinks. Now look, this is now. I just want to make sure that everybody's understanding. This is now technically problematic in 2022 because now they say, well, she had been drinking, so she in a position to where she really consented. So that's a whole thing. That's a whole other podcast, right? Did she really consent or was she just drunk? So, you know, I don't want to go there tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there because that's a whole. We could do a whole hour on that. You dig?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing about knowing your limits, though. Like, I can easily say that one day where I can drink like that is not another day where it's like the exact same thing. Like, there's very different circumstances. I'm really going by the storyline as far as like, you know,
I'm with you. Yeah,
we just had we just ate dinner. If I'm at dinner, I'm eating good. You know what I'm saying? We had a nice dinner. I just ate good. We just had, you know, whatever. Now we having some drinks. That's gonna not really sit the way it would if I would have been just having some appetizers, some snacks, something like that. So like for you, if you're a lightweight when it comes to things like, or you just know that like certain circumstances, like this is a dangerous potential situation. So maybe I should just either stay away from it or, you know, tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gauge yourself and know yourself before you just drinking on a date for real. Cause like, you know, that's
yeah,
a little scary
can
sometimes.
get scary.
No, because off top that would mean I'm crossfaded.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. Let me ask y'all this, ladies. If a guy asks you for the first date, to go to a Brazilian steakhouse, Chamagachos or Texas Day Brazil,
I'm pulling up. I was just thinking about that place, man. I'm hungry.
Nah, facts.
I'm just saying because that's a lot of meat. Pause, but it's just like
it is.
It's a lot going on. You dig? Like it's a lot of food. Now it's expensive, but it's a lot of damn food that's coming your way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like that's the type of place where you probably could like have like a longer type date. Like let that shit, you know, come and chill and talk. Because all you gotta do is put that shit on red. And they'll go right past your ass. So like
that's a fact.
Hell yeah, I would go because I love me some steak. Shit. That's one thing.
Yeah, as I was saying, because it's like sometimes you gotta just get there, just like kind of just chill and vibe out. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like I don't know, it's hard sometimes. Like I know in Houston, it's a lot of cool, extravagant spots you can go to, especially like in Midtown, Uptown. You know what I'm saying? You can go over there, some nice cool spots. You can hang out, get some good food. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost, but it is what it is, right? It's a first date. You're getting to know somebody. So now the question becomes, after that, what are the expectations now? Do we go from, so where do we go on the second date now, right? So now when it went to something super popping in the city, the second date now, if I suggest Cheddar's, are you saying this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like what happens now?
No. I mean, if I would like to go to Cheddar's, no.
I just so happen to really like Cheddar's. So, I mean, I would be like, okay, cool, shit.
All right.
That's cool.
I mean, you know, I think sometimes people don't read the room. You know what I'm saying? What I mean, they're not, you know, asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Like what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I think women got to understand as well as a guy, because like again, let me put up the tweet again, bro. If I'm the dude, it's a lot of planning on me too, because I want this night to pop off. I want it to be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a bullshit night. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have a good time. I want you to enjoy the food. Hopefully, we have a good conversation. It's a good vibe. You dig what I'm saying? Because I would hate to spend potentially $300 and we don't even vibe. You dig?
No, but I guess you should just get to know somebody before you ask them on a date.
But damn, I gotta spend $300 to get to know you. Like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, unless you planning some other type of date instead of just dinner and drinks, because I feel like, I don't know. I think restaurant, like sitting down eating, like I don't know. At this point, especially when I make a lot of stuff at home, I'll be like, damn, this should be expensive. I don't even want to spend my own money at sit down restaurants sometimes because I'm like, damn, like I'll look at what they serving and it's like, you know, especially if you want to eat something like, let's say you get like a salmon platter or something like,
right?
That should be expensive as hell. I'm like, damn, I could have literally made this shit at home.
And it don't even be better than my home cooked food. Like that be my problem because men always be asking me like, they'll ask me like, what do I want to eat? And I'm like, I don't even care about eating that much. I'm like, you're going to have to make those decisions. I'm like, because I would rather cook my own food off top. Like, yeah, no. So you
I do
definitely
understand that too. Yeah, that makes sense too. But I don't know. But there's so many restaurants that has fire like that. I don't know. Just because
Yeah.
it's really, especially with when they got fire food plus ambiance on to match. That is an actual thing, and like you don't have to cook to where it's so. Then you just gotta flip the perspective, so like to where it's not like
I know, but
sometimes you
it
don't
would
want.
just have to be where the food is always good. I'm trying to think of like just a great restaurant I've been to.
I mean, there are some great
But
restaurants in
tonight I went
Houston.
to Izakaya and had Japanese food that was fire. It was
Mm.
literally fire. And then I'm like falling in love with like pan seared or pan fried dumplings these days. And so like that's not
Mm.
even something I've been wanting to make. Although like at this point I'm loving them so much, maybe I should.
No, yes, get you some. Like either buy you some frozen or get you some like to make at home. They're so easy to make at home, low key. So definitely. But see, that's the type of shit. I'm like the type of person I like to challenge myself. I'll try to make my favorite fast food at home or
But
like
that's a date too.
experiment with stuff.
That's a
Like
date. You can invite them over and like cook for them and like be cooking while they're there or like have it prepared already. Because that's a good date idea as well. Especially if
yeah.
you like set the ambiance, dim the lights, have some candle lights or some shit, some bubbly.
Yeah, that's definitely like third date.
That's the
I don't
third
know
day.
about I don't
No,
know. I don't know
keeping
how
fun
I feel
like
at this
that.
point
I feel
about
like
like
keeping fun like
house
that.
being
Okay,
at
but
home
true. That's a
dates
good
on the
point.
first date, you know, like
That's a good point.
because it's a little I don't know,
Stanley,
it'd be awkward too for
Stanley
like in my
said
opinion.
in the chat, Stanley said restaurant is like a third date type thing for me. First date gotta have some experience, go karts, or making a vase.
Mhm.
A vase. Is it a vase or is it a vase? Anyway, so yeah, there you go. He want to go karting on the first date. That could be fun.
Yeah, that's
And I
cool.
feel that too because I'm definitely an arcade date type of person. I love going to the arcade, playing some games, you know, whatever else they got up in there. That should be fun.
Yeah.
That
So
just always irritates me because I feel like I get this. Like I literally am I want to talk. So then the more things that there is to do here, then the less
Yeah.
talk. So I need
right.
to be able to look at you in your eyes undistractedly. Like for real, I want to be able to feel your energy in that way 100% off top, so I can even know if we gonna go forward or not.
I'm with you.
I
That's
think
what I
that's probably a
always
good
say.
first date idea for people who are like maybe shy around each other, got a little bit of anxiety, kind of help you loosen up a little bit,
True,
like
true, true, true.
without, you know, be having that awkward conversation. Cause I feel like that can be a deal breaker sometimes too. Like nerves on the first date and like maybe the conversation isn't flowing as nicely because our energy is just like off or something. And it's like, damn, like that could potentially make you not even want to see them again. So maybe we should have just
See,
did something fun and light and keep it cool, you know?
And like
here,
around people.
here was my dilemma back in the day about arcade dates. So right, because I'm an arcade guy.
Okay.
I grew up
Because
in the
now you competitive and you mad because you lost.
oh, I'm not competitive. I'm gonna win every time. But how about if I let you win? Is that okay if I just let you win? Is like
No, don't even do that type of shit.
And I don't even let win at all.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't.
That,
Because like I can just dominate this game if I want to. You dig what I'm saying? Like you know.
Yeah, but so can I. So
No,
come on.
no,
I
no,
know
no.
some games I actually lose. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna let it win in the ones I can win it. Because then in the ones I get my ass,
Listen,
I just get
I'm
my
an
ass.
undefeated air hockey champ. Like you
Yeah,
can't defeat me on
hilarious.
air hockey.
No,
Straight
some
up. Look,
I just
ask
get my
anybody
ass
who's played
whooped.
me. Like each time I whoop ass in air hockey. So it's
I
really
could just
on. You know what I'm
imagine you
saying?
being that little kid who was at the air hockey table, like just dominated, like
But I never was. It wasn't until I got like older that I started being like, I had a strategy. So now I know how to play the whole
Hilarious.
game. But yeah, no, like me and my boyfriend actually went on a arcade date kind of early on in our relationship. And the only thing is that I start to have fun in that type of shit. So as women, like if you're not trying to be moving around too much, I
Yeah.
understand that too. Because at one point we were playing that. Look, there's a game at Dave and Buster's, and it's like that football one where it's like you
Yeah.
stand on that little thing and you're like doing like basically drills and shit. So I'm over there in jeans, like doing the fucking drills and shit. Like I'm in this
Jumping
bitch
up and down the
sweating. I'm in this bitch sweating like it's fucking hot.
hilarious.
As you should.
But I got oh shit, that is so funny. I got a good score though. I almost said my high score. That shit is fun, yo. That's what I'm saying. That's a good icebreaker type of date. I think that's a good like Let's loosen up. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just the dates I always hated was bowling. I don't know why. Bowling was
Bowling,
And I'm
exactly.
like to bowling too.
I
Exactly.
love bowling.
Really, Naomi?
I really do.
My
I
favorite part
don't
is
get
like
the
the
hate
pizza
that
and the
people
drink.
have. I
I'm
don't
like,
get
at
the
least there'll be pizza and drinks there. At
right?
least.
no,
Bowling
like
alleys do be having
especially
good
like when
food.
it's alcohol there, like
Yeah.
But I'll be looking forward to that more than the bowling part. I'm like, at least though, that's like the thank God the
Are you
saving
good
grace.
at bowling? You can roll
I
straight.
mean, that's another point. That's a,
Is it
I'm not
just
the best at
because y'all
bowling.
are bad at bowling?
Yeah.
I'm decent.
I'm either hot or cold. I'm either like flicking my wrist and like spinning it off the rim into like the center, or I'm gutter every time. So
No, I like bowling for sure.
Yeah, bowling is kind of fun, but I think it's weird on a first or like a date because I feel like maybe bowling's more like a group thing. Like let's have several people going, like on kind of teams or something. Even two extra people, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I haven't been on many bowling date. I don't think I've ever been on a bowling date. Oh, maybe once.
Yeah, bowling. Listen. If we're going bowling, listen. I'm out. It's just
I know I'm like a little uninterested. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, nice.
It's like you want to go bowling? All right. Everybody's kind of bummed.
No, okay, let's talk.
Everyone's like, ew. I
On the
guess we
flip
could do
side,
that.
though, if we go to something and we go to like I don't know main event and it's like a
The
laser
skating
tag
ring.
there, if we go to laser tag, I'm like, hey nigga, you need to get over there and like get to your post. Shit, like shit,
See,
it's
I
going
get
down.
serious about shit like that. I'm being that bitch sweating too, running
Yeah, like nigga,
around.
it's going down. Shit, you not
I'm
hiding.
like
What are
Steve,
you
I
doing?
feel like laser tag is definitely better when you're with a group.
Yeah.
I know I want to go
Yeah,
laser.
it's fun with a group.
But listen, if I need to be wearing athletic gear on this date, you need to let me know that beforehand. Because at this point, if I'm dressed up cute with my boots and
I mean, but damn, if I tell
whatever. But I mean, if we're doing laser tag, I probably would come in something comfortable anyway. But if it's not told to me, I'm be like, damn.
No, I would definitely need
Be comfortable.
advance notice what type of date it would be. Like, what am I wearing?
Yeah, for real.
I need to know what to wear. Because literally, like, if I don't need to be wearing heels, you're going to have to tell me.
Right. They're going to take you somewhere where you walking everywhere like, damn. I could have worn my Chucks for this.
Okay, let's go here because Mo had
Wait, repeat that because they messed up.
Is my mic messing up? Can you hear me?
It's good now.
Okay. Mo had some interesting TikTok viewing that she did over the last week. That involved hygiene of the rectum area. I'll let you go, Mo. Go ahead.
Okay, so this only came up because y'all know I be on TikTok watching videos or whatever.
Yes.
And there is like this one video, like we saw earlier, you know how one video will start and then someone cut in and with their own thoughts and opinions. It was one of those types of videos, like because this one girl was posting about like how she just learned that it was like there's just so many men out there that like just don't really get up, up in there in the back and really clean up, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even just like you're not showering, you know what I'm saying? It was like men not even wiping like after they use the restroom, you know what I'm saying? So there was I remember I had seen a video of one girl who was like in the medical field and she was saying the number of times that she's seen like shit being left behind literally on like the little seat by men has been crazy. And then, y'all, I'm sorry that I have to scar you with this story. I'm so sorry. That is not even the worst of it. The video I tried, to the audience, I'm sorry that I have to scar y'all like this. But I tried to find the actual video. I lost it somehow. It didn't even show up in my history. So I'm going to tell y'all what she said. So this girl is telling her experience about, this topic. And basically what she explains is that she kind of picked up on, little things here and there. She was like, maybe he just got like loose booty or something. You know what I'm saying? That was her explanation.
Hold on.
That was her explanation. She was thinking that it was just like She was just thinking that maybe he had like something going on where it was just like
no,
leaking out.
Whoa.
Yes.
What does loose mean?
I'm trying to explain it.
Okay.
She was saying it like basically like as if he just couldn't like hold it in, like he has like, you know, basically shit leaking out of his ass like all the time. That's what
problem. What do you mean?
Right, I know, but she just like for some reason now we know. Okay, we know, but for some reason she just wrote it off like maybe he just got some health conditions. All right.
Okay.
Whatever. So, but she tells TikTok, she tells thousands of people, and I think it's still up. I wish I could find the fucking video. That it was one day that she was having, you know, intercourse with her man, right? And it was after the fact, and she's waiting for him to grab a towel, whatever, and, you know, just laying on the bed as women do, you know. And she says that, you know, she had just like this, you know, when sometimes women will just like kind of, I guess, feel down there because it's like real moist or whatever, something going on. So she felt down there, you know what I'm saying, on herself. While she's waiting for this towel to be brought to her, because she was like, it was just a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it can be like that. And I understand, you know what I'm saying? But when I tell you this girl says that when she picks her hand back up, like that there is like a brown skid mark on her hand right here, like right here, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, what is this? Smells it. It's literal shit. Okay. And she was saying that it basically was because it was so hot and heavy that this man was sweating. And that residue, whatever the fuck he had going on, was dripping onto this woman during intercourse. I was like,
hold on.
This man was dripping shit on this woman during sex.
Hold on. He needs to go see a medical professional.
I was just like, first of all,
that's a condition, Mo.
Someone in the comments was like, y'all couldn't have like waterboarded this information out of me. And I agree with that. Like, I feel that I would have never told anybody about that in my entire life. And like, you know, I told my man about it. I was like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. He was like, do you think that that's, you know, real? And listen, the amount of women that were in the comments, like, and all the comments of all these videos that are telling their own stories about things is insane. So it's like a PSA. Men, let me tell y'all, if your hygiene ain't up there, women are not considering you any type of way if you going back there and clean your ass, okay? We're absolutely okay with that. It's okay. You can do it. And we believe in you. Also, to the people who are on TikTok, I'm just making PSAs right now, but to the people on TikTok that are lit, because that one girl, what's that girl? B. Simone came out talking about that she don't shower every day. Right. We are getting too comfortable on the internet. It is too comfortable out here. Like she was talking about, she'll go 1 to 2 days without showering and stuff. Like I understand some people got, you know, medical conditions and things going on, but there's been so many other videos of people just being like, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to bathe more than twice a week. And I'm just like, guys, I've had in my own experience with someone who was like, I'm only supposed to shower every other day. I've had someone I've dealt with like that. Okay. This shit is real. Okay. I just want to put that out there. Damn. People are speaking their truth. And it's just like, I just really need people to up their hygiene game. Okay. Period. Wash your ass. Okay. That's all I got to say.
Wash your ass. Wash your ass.
That video traumatized me. Someone else in the comments was like, I actually require financial compensation for hearing this story. And I was like, yeah, we all are owed something back because I will never be the same.
But that sounds like that gentleman has a condition that he needs to go see somebody about. You shouldn't just be leaking stuff. Yeah, that shouldn't just happen. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I said, I don't know what it is, but there was other women that were just saying that there's just men that just either don't wipe or they just wipe a little bit and then they, you know, they like, they don't really get everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe that these are conversations that are having to be had at our big age.
So maybe women should maybe like shower with their man to see like what he's doing and not doing. Should they do that? Like maybe shower?
I mean, if he's ashamed to do it by himself, why would he not be ashamed to do it in front of
but
me?
maybe you can like suggest, hey,
And you know what's crazy is the person I was just talking about. I actually tried to talk them into like doing better and offering the solution of like wipes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a wipes person. I keep wipes in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a bidet attachment on my toilet as of yet, but I will keep some, some wipes there because personally for me, I like to use them. I tried to talk this person into it and they were just so adamant that they did not need it. And I was like, yo, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Like you're in your own delusion of hygiene and I'm sorry, it just doesn't match up and you got to go. I don't know. That's what I was saying, talking about, we're going to have to talk about hygiene deal breakers because I definitely have some icks that I just can't get around.
Some people would call him a shitty booty little boy.
Yeah, shitty booty ass little boys. Like,
now look.
Crazy.
I can't relate. I don't even know what the hell is going on. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm so confused.
That's what I'm saying. It just like, it's crazy that this is even a viral topic on the internet right now. Like, and the fact of the matter is the amount of stories I have read, people just typing out in the comments, yo. Now, I can't say everybody's being 100% truthful, but like I said, I've had my own experience and I don't put it past none of them. I don't. I believe you, sis. I believe you. Shit.
Literally, Mo.
Literally,
Mo. I don't know
what
to
Stan, I need you to send the Amazon link because I am looking for a really good one. I would like to get an attachment for my toilet.
That a bidet is a must-have.
Yeah, I've used one before, and it was an interesting experience, but it was very refreshing.
Hilarious, very refreshing, hilarious,
very refreshing. It was like, wow, I actually felt like I just kind of like got out the shower or something.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack there, Mo, what you just said. It's a lot going on right there.
Yeah, I know. Hygiene is such a touchy topic because when I was in the situation, like dealing with the person that I'm talking about, like it was just hard to even have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because like, how do you even tell someone this? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was to a level where it was like, let's be real, like be for real now. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, how do you tell someone that, especially someone that you care about, like, and that you don't want to hurt their feelings, but I need you to know, like, what you're doing is not okay. Like,
they start trying to like start something sexual. You like, okay, well, go ahead and get in the shower real quick.
No, like, I'm actually kind of tired. I'm gonna just go to bed. Like no, like that's what I'm saying. Such a very weird and awkward position to be in because why am I having to speak to a grown man about how to properly care for himself? Like, but like I said, I mean, maybe everybody just wasn't taught. Everybody's taught differently. I can't, blame you 100%, but whenever you have the knowledge and understanding and you're still not doing it, okay, now I have a problem. Like we already had that thing where that years ago where that one girl was talking about some she didn't know you were supposed to wash your legs in the shower, that white girl.
Yeah, she was wilding.
Yeah, y'all remember that?
She was wilding.
I think about that often when I'm in the shower washing my legs. Like, is someone out there really not doing this part?
Yeah, like I don't know what the hell she thought you were supposed to do. That's interesting.
No, B. Simone was crazy. Y'all never saw that video?
No, I did see that. And she's been making jokes about it now. I'm like, this ain't nothing to joke about. God damn it. Like, you need to wash your ass, B. Simone. Like, especially as a woman, because there's a whole pH balance. There's a lot going on. You need to make sure you're clean, man. What the fuck?
No, and it can be the same for men though too, because
it can be like, you know what I'm saying?
Not every man is created the same, you know what I'm saying, like as far as what they got going on. So some people require a little bit more attention and care in certain areas, and that's okay. Just know that that's what you got
But
to
like,
do. You know?
see, here goes my thing though. You got to be a confident motherfucker to come into a situation where you are expecting sex now and you ain't washed your ass. You know how confident you got to be with that? That you know damn well you ain't taking a shit, you ain't took a shower in a day, 2 days, and you think that this woman is just gonna sit here and just give you head, and your whole area is just, she got, her nose has got to go. Come on now. And as a man, I'm sorry, and as a woman, how dare you spread your legs with some head, knowing that you ain't washed your ass in a day or two? How dare you spread your legs? Are you kidding me?
No, like
you just gonna confidently spread your legs. You ain't took a bath in 2 days.
Look, the only thing that I be wondering, I'm like, I know that y'all smell that. Like, stop it. You need to stop it, because you looking around the room like, what is that smell? Keeps everywhere I go. Oh, I wonder why. Yo, that shit is crazy. Like, I'm just so glad that I was,
That's what I'm saying, Courtney. How dare you? Are you
how
kidding?
dare she?
How dare you just confidently lay on the bed and just spread your legs, knowing you ain't
Listen,
baby.
I don't know. Like, maybe I have like some form of OCD at this point, but like, I get really grossed out just myself. Like, whenever, like today, I was walking around, doing stuff and shopping a little bit. It was kind of warm today, but even just those little bits of like sweat sometimes that come about whenever you're moving around and things, and you come home and you're like, I'm not, you're thinking I'm not dirty. Like, you don't feel sticky, or like, you don't just want to like refresh. Like, I feel like a shower is always the first thing to feeling better. Like, you want to feel better about anything in life, you take you a motherfucking shower. That's the first step, and then we'll figure it out from there. But I need to cleanse. Like, I need to cleanse me, cleanse my energy, cleanse. Like, it's more than just that. So that's why I'm like,
I know that there are some people out there that feel certain ways about showers, that they like, hey, no, because that's stripping away certain. Okay, listen, you can have that conversation. I'm talking about, you can feel that way, but when it's time to have any type of sexual contact, please wash your ass, because just because you feel like you don't want to strip away your natural oils and all this shit, I don't want to smell your. You need to stop
natural oils. And you know what? What's crazy? I also saw someone talking about some, they were really defending the topic of not washing your ass every day. Like, they were like, well, the reason that y'all be funky is because you do shower every day and you're not allowing your body to naturally. I was like, what do you mean?
I feel that way.
That is crazy, y'all. Like, look, so maybe, for those y'all out there on the dating scene, maybe put that part of your application process. Do you shower daily? Because I need to know, and that's a very important question. It's sad that you have to ask this, but
because if that's your thing, for me, again, that's okay. But I'm just simply saying, no, don't think that, like,
because that can also like actually cause issues when it comes to women anyway. Like, if a man isn't clean, like, we're internal, like, down there. So it's like, yeah, we can get UTIs, we can get infections and shit like that. Like, this is not a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. So definitely, like, care for the people that you're being with, at least to clean yourself. Like, and then, because I had a situation like that occur, like I said, where they were actually like upset with me because I didn't want to do certain things. And I'm like, you mad at me?
And let me
they
add,
get real defensive about shit. Like, how are you mad at me because you don't want to be clean, which makes me not want to be next to you?
And especially, this is for both genders, right? Women and men. Especially, you need to clean if you're a person who has
what?
Pubic hair.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, it's gonna be trust me, because that hair is gonna hold in that funk. Trust me, it's gonna hold that funk in. Whatever that must is, if you got some pubic hair down there, it's gonna lock that shit in. Sometimes, if you ain't got no pubic hair, it might, it might dissipate a little bit. But if you got some pubic hair, It's gonna hold in. It's gonna lock in that smell. It's gonna be tart, as they say. And yeah, you don't want that in your life, especially if you're going down on a young lady. You already gotta get the hair out the way, and now you gotta, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. It's doing too much work now. That's what going back to that tweet about planning the date. It's doing too much work. So now we just
you got me doing too much.
And now I'm scared to do doggy style because I might be getting a little funk hits blowing back at me. Getting it from the back now.
Y'all remember back in the day when Chris Blake that he was talking about he was like, y'all don't be smelling that booty hole from the back. I'm like, it was a long time ago. Chris Blake said that shit on the shows. He was like, nah, like you could definitely smell it. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I don't think that's supposed to be happening. You're not supposed to be able to smell it, sir. Look, Chris Blake was so confident with that comment. No. I gotta go. I would have to find the video. It was a long time ago. This was like 2 or 3 years ago.
It's like, yeah, it's a little smell coming, but we good. No, sir, that's not a thing.
Chris Blake, yo, he's crazy. He used to say he still does say the most outlandish shit.
No, that's not. No, you're not supposed to be smelling a little ass while you in the.
They be calling it the sit down air.
No, no, sir. Listen, because I'm gonna be like, you smell that? Shit, I'm gonna stop. Hold on, you smell that? You good? Shit, let me know.
Not you good?
Shit, let me know what the hell is going on. The fuck? The fuck? No, hell no.
And I feel like that just cements it right there that you should just take a shower, like just get clean.
Yeah,
get clean. There's something wrong with that.
Listen, it ain't. I'll raise up out that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how many. Yeah, I'm good here.
I don't care what it is. Look, I could be, already 30 minutes late to an event or something. If I need to get clean, to get comfortable, like I'm gonna do that. Like. There's not many times where it's like I'm gonna just be like, nah, I don't need that shower today, y'all. Let's go. Like, come on. Whoo.
No, fast because I can take a quick shower. Like, I don't understand the people who be like, I just didn't have time. Like, I will be late. Like, I don't give a fuck about being on time and places, truly. So, like, I could be late to take that shower. Like, I'm not gonna be on time and sacrifice washing my ass. No. Like. No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you know what's funny? Y'all know Tariq Nasheed, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he was a rapper, he had back in the 90s. He had a song called "Wash Your Ass."
A what called?
He got a rap song called "Wash Your Ass." Let me see if I can pull up the damn.
So it was a problem at that point too.
Apparently, there was always
where he needed to have an actual song reminding people.
Hold on.
Wash your ass.
Wash your ass. Oh, there you go. There go the album cover. Hold on. Can I pull this up? Hold on. Can I pull this up?
I'm ready to take a shower right now.
To make sure, fast, because I usually take my shower before the show, and I didn't today.
Hilarious.
I feel so off because I can't personally I don't get in my bed without taking a shower. Like dirty bodies are not even allowed in my bed. So at the end of the day, like a nigga come over here, take a shower, hop in there. Like this is my house. I have a shower, I have towels, I got soap, like I got everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like just tell them
take a shower. That's cool. Please. So yeah. Like even my son now.
Yeah, that's what we tell her. Like, listen, if you just came from school or from work, no. You're not. Don't lay in the bed. No. Go take a goddamn shower. Okay, here go Tariq Nasheed. This one he was K Flex. Wash your ass. There you go. That was the album cover. That was the cover for the song. Wash your ass.
Wow.
Wash your ass.
Look straight to the point. I love to see it.
Wash your
He had a
ass,
vision and he
goddamn.
executed.
Facts. Make sure you wash your ass before we get this popping tonight. Before we get
No,
these.
really though, y'all. If y'all learn anything from No Strings, just know that
No,
it's okay.
but let's make sure we stay focused, Mo, because we're living in a time now where people are doing, for better or for worse, a lot of ass play is out there now. That didn't used to be a thing. That's literally like, and if it was a thing back in the day, it wasn't talked about. Now it's very prominent with ass play.
It's out there.
Whether you're licking it, kissing it, sticking in it, whatever you're doing with it, a lot of ass play is going on out here in these streets now. Please wash your ass. Jesus Christ. And listen, if somebody, first of all, Mo has a rule. What's your rule, Mo? That if they do what on the first date?
Oh, I would always tell y'all that if he eat an ass on the first date and he nasty, you're going to have to leave him alone.
Yeah, so there you go. So if you're on that first date, she
the first time, I guess I should say. On the first time y'all doing it, then yeah.
So you might want to reconsider already. Like, okay, this nigga eating ass on the first night. Okay, he's super nasty. You dig? He just go there. So I don't know. I'm just saying we live in a different time to where that's like a thing now.
I mean, maybe that is the norm now. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, it's super the norm. From what I've been researching, it's super the norm out here in these streets. Which is fine. I don't give a damn what people do in their own bedroom. Shit, do whatever the hell you do. I'm just saying, nigga, shit.
Before y'all come up around me, you need to go ahead and get clean real quick. Go ahead and take you a little shower.
That's why I keep plastic cups at my house, because I don't.
I'm dead.
Straight plastic when you come to my crib. I don't know what you do in your leisure time. The fuck?
Look, and y'all they say you can't be eating at everybody's house. That's why.
You know what's funny? There used to be a thing where people would say, at what age, you know what I'm saying? Like once you get grown, like when did your parents stop kissing you? You know what I'm saying? Like all in your face and in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Because parents be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker grown. Y'all doing some nasty shit now. I ain't finna just be kissing all on you. You know what I'm saying?
The parents been the one doing the nasty shit.
They have been doing it for a long time.
Kissing your daughter got dick on your mouth. That's what.
No, look, I tell y'all all the time. Nigga shamed the fuck out of me. Like when I became a mother, I did not want to be sucking my baby daddy dick like that because, like, I didn't want to be like kissing my child. Got dick on my mouth. Wow, it took me some time, but like, no.
Naomi was like, "Stop calling me out."
No, that's why I don't get how people be kissing their kid in their mouth. Like, they too damn old for that. Like, after a point, like, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I mean.
All right, so Mo has successfully ruined the end of our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got to leave y'all with. Wash your ass, okay?
Look, these are the uncomfortable topics that we have to touch on sometimes. Because listen, I remember one time whenever I brought this topic on my old Twitter, I brought this topic up on my Twitter and like I talked about it. And I was just kind of putting, fellas, y'all be knowing that this the amount of silence that was there, because at the time people were responding to my shit all the time, like responding to my inquiries and things like that. People were real quiet. So that kind of let me know. I'm like, okay, either y'all just don't want people in your business or you really on that other side. So I noticed that people tend to get a little bit more uncomfortable with these situations, these types of topics. But listen, somebody got to call somebody got to call it what it is. Y'all just got to go ahead and just do better.
There was
I will say that there are instances. There are instances where, people go through depression, people go through health things, people go through shit. Like, and there's nothing, I'm not talking about that. I want to be clear about that. I'm not talking about people that are going through, depressive episodes and things where they can't get out of bed. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that are being told that you're supposed to wash your ass every day and you still argue the fact and you're still not doing it. You're the one I'm talking to specifically.
Let me talk to my dudes out there real quick, because this was maybe a year or two ago that I saw that they were asking guys, hey, because okay, we all grown folks now. We used to do sex shows on Fridays. This is a Wednesday, so we go there anyway. It used to be a thing that like maybe you getting in there and you're hitting it, and maybe from doggy, and maybe you want to slip a little finger in another region just to get shit popping. I mean, okay. But they were like, "Hey, do y'all go wash your hands afterwards?" And dudes was like, "Oh no, I just go to sleep." But they was like, "Hold on now, nigga, you need to go you need to go wash
They
your damn
waking up with pink eye and shit. They laying in the bed like sound asleep, waking up with their eye like. I'm not fooling with y'all today, y'all. This Cambridge Jack got me acting up.
I'm just saying, niggas be doing a little too much in the moment, and then to forget about go wash your hands now, sir. Like
or washing your hands prior to having sex.
Yeah,
like
all of that is a thing.
Are
man.
your hands even clean? You trying to, put it all up in there? Like, wash your hands. Cause look, I'm a hands clean type of person. Like, a very big pet peeve of mine is someone having like either visibly dirty hands where I can see the dirt on your hands, or like smelly hands, like your hands fucking stink. That is like, I'm sorry, your hands, you use them for everything, and I get that. But they're also the easiest thing to wash all the time. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do much.
Right.
But so when people's hands stink, I think I was scarred back in like high school. Because I remember being in one of my like biology classes, and there was this boy in my class who was doing something. He was messing around and doing some shit. He was sitting next to me. And I just remember his hands passing my face, and I caught a whiff of his hands. Y'all, when I tell you from that day, like, I have always been against some nasty ass hands. Like, I literally like did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like it stank. Like, so yeah, definitely. I guess I'm just
man.
OCD about some shit. That might be it too.
You dig? Like, it's a lot going on. All right, man. Let's wrap it up for tonight. We've had an interesting show. We went from
how many days do we have until our Christmas week? Because we taking our Christmas and New Year's week off.
Yeah, man. Come on, we got to reset. We got to reset. Get a vibe. You dig?
Yeah, I just want to kind of give y'all a heads up of what we finna be doing, because I'm not prepared for how fast December is moving already. We a week in, and I'm like, damn, I didn't realize it was the 7th. So we got like two more shows before the end of the year. So I hope y'all ready. We're gonna try and I'm gonna try at least get some good topics for y'all.
It's going down. Listen, we did a lot.
The favorite moments.
Oh yeah, we should do like a recap show.
I might have to bring back my hair. I got some new hair wraps I might wear for the last two shows of the year. Give me some turbans around here. Get on my Nick Cannon. All right, man. Y'all hit the thumbs up button, rate, comment, subscribe. We do appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining us tonight, man. Shout out to Tori. I know he had to take off and run some errands. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Naomi for coming through, making it liver than what it was. Shout out to the big homie Lionel Mo up in here, making it crazy tonight. You dig? Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. Get into that archive section of our channel. We do appreciate it, man, on the YouTube. No strings attached. Thank y'all, man, for making, we ain't even finished with the year, but this has been an interesting 2022. We had an interesting year, man. We'll probably I might do a recap before the end of the year, because we had an interesting year this year, man, on this show. We had some fun times, had some crazy times. A lot that went on this year, man. We had Dr. Umar on this year. A lot went on this year on the show, man. So we'll do that for y'all. But thank y'all, man. We'll holler at y'all next week. And in the words of my man, primetime Deion Sanders, who's moving on now from you Negroes, give me my theme music, goddamn it. Slow it. Yeah. Here we go.